Hello everyone, welcome to part 7 of Laravel API series, and in this video we are going to work on Laravel API advanced validations. Okay, so in previous few videos we have seen we worked on Laravel API response codes and we worked on Laravel API simple validations, but now we are going to work on advanced validations in which we are going to use Laravel validator class. Okay, so we are going to add rules and custom messages in this validation. I'm going to show you, and we are going to integrate these validations in our post API once again. So we will open the post here, our post API, single post API we are going to open, in which we are going to post the single record. Okay, so this API we will open, and once again I'm going to open API controller file in which we are using add users. Okay, so add users function in this one. See here, earlier on we worked on simple post API validations. Okay, so I am going to disable these validations, and we will now add advanced post API validation. So these validations are better than the earlier one, and we will get more options in this way. So we are going to use the validator class, so I'm going to add here use validator. Okay, so here we are going to add the rules for the validation, but first of all I'm going to show you once again that if we will not add something here, you can see if we will not add something, then it will show the error message. Here you can see column name cannot be null, so such kind of error message are not good for us, and we need to show the proper error message that we will send. We are required to send our custom error message. This is the Laravel error. Okay, and in Android app, if you are providing the API to your Android developer, then if such kind of message will come, then the app will crash. Okay, so we don't want that thing. And you can see the response code here, it is 500 internal server error. Okay, so app will definitely crash and error will come up there, so that is not good for us. Here we need to pass the response code. We need to pass that response code, like I have told you in last video. We need to send 422 response code every time when validation failed. Okay, so we need to pass 422 response code along with if validation failed. So let's add the rules first of all, and here we are going to add the rules. In rules, array will come up, and in rules our fields, our columns will come up here, and we will write rule for every column. Like first one is name, so we are going to add required for name. Required for name, we want the validation that name is required, so we will add the required for name. Okay, so email, for email we will add the rule required. Next rule is email. So these rules are predefined in Laravel, so it's really easy to write. Okay, so these two rules we are going to add for now, and the next one is the password. For password we are going to add required once again. Okay, so right now I will not add any custom error message. First of all, we are going to see what kind of error message, default error message it will show. These rules will show the default error message, so we are going to check that. So here I will use validator variable, then validator class that we are using above. We are going to add the validator class, and then its object make. Then see the user data, we are going to use the dollar user data. So this is the syntax of the this validation that you need to write, and here rules will come, dollar rules. So now we need to show if validator fails. Okay, if dollar validator fails, then we are going to show the error message, fails, like this. Then we are going to show, we are going to return the error message in response JSON, return response JSON. And in JSON we are going to add dollar validator. In validator our errors will come up here. This is the errors object of validator, predefined. Okay, so we can write like this, and we will pass 422 error message once again, like this. So we are going to check if these rules will work. Let's see, let's go in Postman. So we have name empty, so let's see. I'm going to click on send. Here you can see the name field is required. Okay, so this is the custom message it is showing. See, this is the default message it is showing. So we have not added any custom message here. We have not added any our own message is not there. We can write that, we will write shortly, but here it will show its own message. Okay, this one is not there. You can see the name is required is not there anywhere. Okay, so even if you will not show the password, then do like this. See, name field is required, password field is required. Okay, so these are showing the messages. And see, if even if we will not email, we can left empty all three, then it is show name field is required, email field is required, the password field is required. Okay, so one by one we are going to write here, like Amit. See, now name, that error message for name is gone away. Now email and password. Now I'm going to add wrong email here. See, now it is saying email must be a valid email address. Okay, so we are going to write valid email address here, amit100@yahoo.com. Now I'm going to click on send once again. The password field is required, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so now I'm going to click your user added successfully. Okay, now we can check the user have been added successfully or not. We can go in our database, that is Laravel API, and users. Here we are going to check amit100@yahoo.com. So we are going to try once again. See, it is showing the error message, Laravel error message, duplicate entry. So one more rule we need to add here. We will add here unique rule. Okay, so there is another rule that is unique. You can simply add. See how much long validation, how much statements we need to add for check if user email already exists. So we have added the query for it, then we have added the condition for it. Okay, see the check if email valid, so much. Here we have added only email for and here just we need to add small syntax to check if user exists in user must be unique. We will add unique keyword, unique, and in which table we are going to find users table. Just add users. See, so simple. Otherwise you need to write so much. Okay, so these validations are really useful. Laravel have provided us these validations, so we must use these validation. It will save our time and you will get the better validation with better conditions. Okay, so here see we have added the validation unique for users table. So let's see now. We are going to run now, send. See here the email has already been taken. Okay, so you need to add some other email. I will add one more 0. We'll click on send. Now user added successfully. So now we can check user added successfully here. Okay, so right like this you can add your Laravel validations. Now we are going to add the custom messages. For every validation we can add the custom messages as well. So we can add those $custom messages. Here we will take the array once again, and for every validation we can add the custom message like name dot required. For required we can add the custom message like we can add here name is required. Okay, so for email dot required we can add email is required. Okay, so if email is unique, we want the email is unique, and also we want email must be valid. Here we can add email dot email valid email is required. Okay, so we will add email unique, email dot unique. Here we can add email already exists in database. Okay, so for password dot required we are going to add password is required. So you can add such kind of validations, such kind of custom messages for every validation. Okay, you can write off your own. This is just I am telling you. So now the custom messages we will pass here in validator class in make object like this custom messages. Okay, so now we are going to try. See, I'm going to left name empty. First of all we are going to make all empty ones. So let's see, all custom messages will come up here. Click on send. See here on Spectre validator on line 65 we have the error message here. Custom messages. Make sure that we have not made any kind of mistake. Name is required, email is required, valid email is required. Syntax error on Spectre validator. Okay, there is some syntax error. On line 65. Sometime it happens, the error is front of us but we not able to resolve. There is some syntax error that I am not able to find, and if I will not. Okay, so this is the syntax error. Here I forgot the semicolon. Okay, so see, such kind of error message comes. Now we are going to try. Now see, it is working fine. Name is required, email is required, password is required. See, name is required, email is required, password is required. Our custom messages are working fine. Okay, now we are going to add for name, and we are going to try. Email is required. For email we will just add Amit, and now see, it will say valid email is required. That is fine. So I am going to add amit@viopel.com, that already there. So let's see. So it is saying password. First of all, password we are going to fill like this. Now see, it is saying user added successfully. Okay, so it is saying user added successfully because user is not there actually. amit@viopel.com is added successfully. Now I'm going to do once again, and now it is saying email already exists in database, so that is fine. So all our custom messages are coming now. Okay, so you can add this kind of rules, these kind of API validations you can add at your end. Okay, you can use the validator class at the top, and you can add the more validations from your end. You can add the like you only require the characters in name. Okay, so you can try this one. You can search on internet that what kind of rules and custom messages that you can add, more custom messages you can add, or you can check in e-commerce series as well. I think we have earlier done such kind of Laravel validation in our e-com series as well, and there also you can check once if we have done such kind of see here for name. See, this is another rule. See, this is the regex expression that we have searched from internet, and this is for character rule. Okay, so we can integrate this rule as well. So let's see. I'm going to paste this rule, and with this rule, if we will add the numeric in name, then it will show the error message. See here, the name format is invalid. Okay, so it is saying the name format is invalid. Okay, so such kind of rules you can also search on internet, and you can write of your own. So if you will add the correct name with characters only, then it will accept it. Okay, then this will go away. Okay, so only the error message is coming, email already exists in database, and that will also go away if you will add some other email id, then user added successfully. Okay, so this one you can try at your end. So that's all for now. Have a nice time. Goodbye.